Records it.
It's on though.
It's recording? Yep. Okay, we got it.
Okay,
Okay, there you go, Paula.
call the meeting to order at 12:33. Seeing none, we'll move past public comment. Everybody received minutes?
Yes.
Reviewed? Any corrections?
I make a motion, we accept the minutes.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second? Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor of accepting the minutes? Aye. Opposed? Abstain? Unanimous. Okay, moving on to new business, we have the resignation of Joan from a voting member to an associate member. We need to vote to accept her change in status. I need a motion to accept her change from voting to associate.
I make a motion, we make her associate from voting, or voting to the
Associate,
associate.
okay. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor of moving Joan to associate member?
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain? Unanimous. Okay, now, do we want to continue to, at this point, do a new voting member? Or is that further down? I didn't,
We could do that, or we could do Roy,
okay, and then,
because he hasn't really resigned, but technically he's not living in town anymore,
okay.
so,
so we have to accept him as a non-member?
correct.
He was only an associate.
Right, but we still
Right.
have to
Oh,
accept
Okay.
his,
Okay,
Resignation,
so
I
we'll
guess.
do that. Do I have a motion to accept Roy as now a non-associate member? No?
No.
So we're gonna leave him as an associate member
Yeah,
then?
thank you,
As
thank you,
a
thank you.
I know, it's
representative.
hard, it's
as-
hard,
as a-
but,
Thank you.
As a representative, what could we call
I
that?
don't know.
Well, just as a
Liaison?
representative. All right, well,
Okay, well,
okay,
all right.
so.
So let
Okay,
the record show
show
there was
that
no,
they
there
were
was
right.
no motion or second.
Right. So Roe is going to stay as an associate member even though he's out of town, which is fine.
Right, because he might be able to come back to town sometime.
All right
Okay,
then.
yep.
Okay, but what we need to do is we need to add a voting member to replace Joan. So,
I make a motion that we, if he's willing, Harvey, to be the voting member.
okay, Harvey,
accept.
okay. Do I have a second?
I
I
second.
second the motion.
Okay. And now, any discussion?
The only thing I would add is Harvey was first before Nancy on an order of appointment. So to me, there hasn't been any issues. He's had some great ideas. So that's kind of how we've done it in the past when,
Yeah, I was an associate member for years.
yeah, well, it's not, right, it's
Me
not a
too.
personal thing. It's just kind
Right.
of, when you don't know, you go in order of appointment. That was my thinking.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yep,
That's what I thought.
yep.
Any other? Okay, we have a motion on the table for Harvey as a voting member.
To send it to the select board to approve, actually.
Okay.
Because we don't make
Oh,
that
okay.
decision. We're making
Okay.
a recommendation.
Okay, to recommend to the select board to appoint Harvey as a new voting member. All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain? Unanimous. So you will let the select.
I'll do a formal letter to the select board and they will have it done at
Okay.
their next meeting.
Okay. All right, Cindy, you want to talk about the Highland Valley representative?
Yep, so I received a letter from Highland Valley. I know, Harriet has served on the executive board and so has Carol. They are asking us to appoint someone or someone volunteer to go up there. We're not represented as a community. So I guess we can talk about it from there. I mean,
Well, I would just like to say that I am representing us. I'm going up to Greenfield for the Franklin Valley, Franklin Regional Transportation as that representative. So So
Is that-
I'm doing that.
Now, will that count? Can that count?
No, this is a different board, but that's why I'm saying the
Okay.
reason I'm not doing that is because I'm doing the other.
Does it tell you what day they meet? Is it the first or second Monday? Because then this afternoon, sometimes it conflicts with this meeting, but I can't remember if they were different weeks.
It doesn't say, but it says, be aware the revised bylaws of Highland Valley allow for one representative per member community. Additionally, COA directors who are not full-time or who are unpaid volunteers, who does that, may serve on the board in order to represent their town. Your community having a voice is very important to Highland Valley. Well, I work full-time, so,
It doesn't give the dates of their meetings? Huh?
It is
I think they were the
Monday,
the third Monday, weren't they?
No, it was either the first or second, and I don't know if the only time I had both of them in the same day when we met in the morning was maybe when it was a holiday. And so they maybe had a bump up to the second one. They might meet the first Monday. And they meet like from 2 to 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's in the afternoon, right? It doesn't,
In the winter months coming,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna be driving all the way up there for nothing.
October 7th would have been the next meeting, so
That
what,
was the first Monday.
was that the first Monday?
Would have to be, right?
Well, I have a calendar on
I have
my
a,
phone
yeah,
here.
I have a calendar too.
Let me look at my watch,
No way.
except for some reason I can't go back. Heck,
She's got a
It
calendar.
would have
Yeah,
to be,
here.
it would have to be the first.
Would that really?
7th was the first Monday.
so it's the
Okay,
first
so it's
Monday
the
of the month at 2 o'clock. Is there anyone who's interested in doing that?
And they're in Florence.
They're in Florence.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
would
even
get
know.
mileage reimbursement
I don't even know where Florence is.
from them, not from
I didn't-
us.
I didn't
Outer edges
either.
of Northampton.
No, thank you.
You have to be over 60. Well, I don't know what to do about that. I was just telling we tried. It'll be
Yeah.
reflected in our minutes.
Right.
I mean, I understand it's in Florence. It's not a hop, skip, and a jump.
No, and with winter
In
months
winter
coming,
months.
you don't know what the weather's
Well,
gonna
it's not the winter months I'm necessarily worried about because we would cancel that. I mean, it's just having somebody represented on the other months. Yes, in the winter months, obviously, I would never want anyone driving up there if it's bad. It's not even on the main road, really.
You can just tell them that you're surveying around, trying to find out who will do it. We're looking. Not that we don't have anyone, we're looking.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay,
I did my due diligence by trying.
okay.
Okay.
Moving on to bingo.
So bingo prizes, the other thing, I forgot to put something on here. The other thing is bingo is on Wednesday, so that's been kind of waxing and waning a little bit. We had 12 people last week, which I was super excited about. I've been giving out prizes that I've been using from, the raffle money, which we still have from last Christmas, so it's kind of stretched out, which is really good. So I wanted to just make sure that was okay. And then I continue to do that. Every once in a while, I'll have like a $15 week. This week is one of those weeks. It's just to keep people interested and on their toes so they don't know what's happening. And actually, when I guess someone heard there was a prize, they decided to come back to bingo because I gave out a $15 prize
That's right.
to
That's
Village
right.
Pizza, which was kind of funny.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if that's okay, I'll continue to kind of do that.
yeah, but you're gonna have the money taken out, you're not taking it out of your pocket.
No, it's no,
Okay,
not all the time. No, nope. Good. No, we're good. So I do like $10 a week generally. Sometimes I'll do 15. Maybe closer to a holiday, I'll do a little more depending on what's in there. I mean, that money kind of has definitely stretched for what? It's already almost November,
right.
and there's still some in there. So, and then the tag sale money a little bit has been here and there. So that's it. So do we need a
Okay.
motion on that, do you think? Or
I don't think so.
Just so you
Because
know
didn't
where-
we made a motion
that we would
at
do
some
prizes?
and that we would allow you to,
Right.
you know,
Okay.
make the decision.
Okay.
We did do that once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
as
just want to make
recall.
sure, yep.
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 And I can speak as a bingo player. It's been a lot of fun and we've had a
Has
lot
been
of
fun.
laughs.
It has been fun. Megan is the floater, and she's trying her hardest to make everybody happy. Because she comes down at 2, so I do it from 1:15 to 2. It would be nice to have one person,
Right.
but it's not going to happen right now. So
Okay, moving on to classes. I think,
classes started. People are
Yeah.
happy. Numbers are going up.
yeah.
It's still $2. I was able to do that for this whole year based on my budget so far, which is great. Hopefully, I'll continue to be able to do that. It's really, like I said, I said it all last year. That $1 has really made a huge difference to people. So it has allowed it to continue to grow, which is so helpful. I made yoga dancing a cash class. Just because it's a kind of, it's not a consistent class, it's once a month, and it's a very low attended class. And Renee was completely fine with that. The other thing I'm doing is in November, I have workshop money. It's a line item in the budget that I used to use for writer's workshop. So I asked Renee if she wanted to do some mindfulness workshops. She has a bunch of different topics that she does so she'll do 3 of them for $100 each, and they'll be free to the seniors.
Oh, good.
So the first one's going to be in November on mindfulness and compassion. The last one was very well attended. I think I had 25 people in there, which was shocking to me because no one signed up. They just showed up.
What's the date?
Yeah, do we have a date?
It is, let me see the November calendar. It is Friday the 15th, right after chair yoga.
So it's one time?
10:45 to 11:30, 11:45 upstairs in the land use room. It's right after chair yoga because she's here for chair yoga, and a lot of her chair yoga participants liked that whole mindfulness workshop last time, and that works for her. She's already here. She doesn't have to come back. Good. It's 10:45 to 11:30, 11:45. Right. I have a feeling she'll go an hour because she usually runs over.
Thank you.
And it's upstairs because Zumba is down here.
Okay.
So if we do Zumba in the other room, and
You wouldn't hear.
it just wouldn't be quiet, and you
Right.
can't talk about mindfulness if you got Latin music going on.
Right.
So, depending on how it goes, I would like to not do it at the same time as
Good,
Zumba
yes.
and do it before, but I didn't know if people would come. So I'll have to talk to her about that for next time. So she's gonna let me know about the other ones. But the other classes seem to be, well attended and people seem to be happy. And that's really that.
Okay, dining center, anyone?
Not
Anyone?
an awful lot. Sometimes the meals are good, sometimes they're not so good, and that's what it is. And it's hard to tell, you just don't know. That's it. Like today, they said it was dry, the tuna noodle casserole.
Yeah, I took a bite.
Yeah, they said it was very.
All right, today, tuna noodle casserole, drier than dry. I mean, most everybody threw it out. And it was dry.
Yeah, it was. The only other thing in the dining room is I'm getting Denise to, I'm reorganizing kind of her paperwork and stuff. I'm on a mission to eliminate pieces of paper in this building. So I've already eliminated 30 pieces of paper a month from Denise,
Wow.
which, hey, that's 30 pieces of paper, right?
Good.
By creating a spreadsheet for her to put her information in, and I got her some little dry erase boards. So she's erasing things instead of writing them on different pieces of paper.
Speaking of paper
Yes.
and saving paper.
Yes.
Is there any way for us to print our minutes back to back instead of 2 pages?
Yeah, they should be.
That's a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
idea.
Huh?
You know,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
come 2 pages
Yeah.
and we could just go back to back and
Right.
that would save
Yeah.
paper.
That would be
That's a good
fine.
idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
On
just
the
have to push
dining
the right
center with
buttons.
everything coming too dry or something, is it because it's being
Shipped
driven
or-
here
yeah.
and transported? Is that what's causing the problem?
I mean, it definitely could be that because they have to keep it hot. They have to keep it at a
But-
certain temperature the whole time for obvious reasons.
You know,
The tuna
what
casserole is
time do
hard
they
to
leave
keep
in the
moist if you
morning?
keep it in a
Yeah.
thing for very long. I mean,
Yeah.
so you're right.
And what time do they leave there in the morning? And what time
many
is their
s-
stop here,
yeah.
you know?
How
It
many
makes you
stops do they
wonder,
have?
yeah.
Yeah.
If we were the first stop, it'd be nice.
Yeah, but we're not. So,
We're the
'cause we're
last.
the
We're
first.
at the tail
We're
end,
actually the
yeah.
second to the last because they go back to Westfield on their
Okay.
way out. They go to Washington House. Yeah, I mean that's gonna always be a struggle.
Yeah, it's not gonna get better if it's, you know.
I haven't seen them make tuna noodle casserole in a long time,
haven't.
right? I haven't
haven't.
even seen that
We didn't even
lately.
get hot dogs this
Completely
month, which is a good selling thing.
Yeah,
Have you-
Right.
Have you ever eaten them yet? I've never eaten.
Yeah.
a few
to try
times. It
it.
depends on the meal. I mean,
True,
sometimes I'll eat.
We're gonna have a boiled dinner Friday, so.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a big, that'll be.
And that will be
the
really
hot-
good. Like that won't be dried out.
Right,
So
and hot roast, that's
Yeah.
It's
big.
always good.
And we had a good turnout last week for the pork.
Yeah,
That
the
wasn't
pork
too
was
bad.
good, Yep.
And that was very good.
yep. Was that when John was here? John Velas? Is that when John was here?
Was it Wednesday or was it, I forgot when he was here.
Was he
You
here
were
for turkey? Maybe
I remember he was here for, I don't remember.
he was here for one of those meals. I don't remember.
I thought it was.
Anyway, so that's the dining room. They do go up. Bernie and Barb,
Yeah.
we do the surveys. They do what they need to do. The numbers have been definitely going down, so they have to go up because that's how Denise gets paid, and that's how the drivers get paid, is through the Highland Valley and formula grants. There's no other town money that pays them, so we need to keep those numbers up. It's very important.
Okay, brown bag?
Brown bag's doing, just good. They're picking up their bags
Mm-hmm.
and we're keeping pretty standard to the number of bags. I think we made a little more this week
Mm-hmm.
based on the paper they sent in. I think we made 36 bags this time. And then the excess goes to the family pantry there, so.
But Cindy sends a robocall, so everybody
Mm-hmm.
knows about it that day.
Yeah.
And I think that's another reason why they're
Yeah.
good about.
Yeah, so the numbers, I was just doing the formula grant from last year, and those are some of the things I have to put in. So the numbers of people actually coming have increased.
Oh, good.
So that's good. So the calls are,
Working.
even
now.
though some people are like, did you just call?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Yes,
Yes,
we
it was
did.
me.
But you see them, they're coming in like early actually, but I mean, they're right away, we're getting people in to pick up the bags.
Right.
Sometimes I used to sit and wait a while, till they came, and now they're coming right away.
What's in the brown bag? I have no
It's
idea.
different every week.
Yeah.
Oh, like
with
sandwiches?
Tuna,
Surplus.
tuna,
Sandwiches?
peanut butter.
Yeah.
Right.
Macaronis.
It's stuff that you can make at home.
macaroni, Stuff
Right.
like
Yeah.
that.
They call
I
it,
had no idea.
it's just in a grocery bag, so
Yeah.
it's
A
by
brown bag.
income.
It's
so
a
people-
canned vegetable, a canned fruit, and
Tuna
then,
fish.
Sometimes produce of
right,
some
some sort
not
of
always,
produce. It
but
depends what time of the season.
Sometimes potatoes,
potatoes,
sometimes, yeah.
squash, we had
Squash,
grapes
yeah.
last time.
Grapes, yeah, the grapes.
They've had
are-
grapes a couple times
Yeah,
in
the
the
last
last
couple
few
times.
months,
Yeah.
yeah, so, and they were good.
But we haven't been getting much cheese.
No,
No, that's
we don't
been-
see the cheese a lot.
We
Right,
used to get a,
That used to be pretty common.
yeah.
Yeah.
so the people come and they put the bags together, and then Carol and Donna have been staying, and they check them out. It makes it easier, and I only hold on to the bags for like 24 to 48 hours. Cause it used to be lines of bags here
yeah.
forever, and I don't have patience for that, so. But I make sure people have the opportunity to get it. If they can't come, they call. And then Chester brings the extra stuff to the food pantry, and we keep a couple here instead of them being lined up all over the place. Cause I'd rather have people get the food than it go to waste, really.
Finances?
Our finances are good. Under here, I'm gonna, talk about the Christmas party.
Okay.
Because it's October. And we have it scheduled for December 18th. And we're doing Jingle Bell theme this year. Instead of Candy Cane Extravaganza, it's the Jingle Bell Jamboree. No, it's not. Is it Jamboree? Jingle Bell. Yeah. Jamboree. It's in the newsletter. I'm just changing the theme a little bit, change the decorations up. I'm still gonna put my candy cane tree
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Do we wanna do Tucker's, the same price?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, very,
Yeah,
they're very,
Okay.
food's been good, yeah.
very
Yeah.
It's at
reasonable.
11.
It's from 11 to 1, yep. So if people wanna do the, donations again, I have all the envelopes ready, so let me know. You could probably start doing that. I can't believe it's like gonna be November next
know.
week.
Well, I'll do baskets.
Okay, you wanna do baskets?
I'll do
Okay.
baskets.
And then I'll give you guys the envelopes and you can split it up, or whoever's gonna do it.
Carol, do you want to do it again or not?
So that's how I'm doing it under finances, is because, it's money related.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's good to know.
and we do make good money. The choir's gonna come. He called me like in August, like right when school started. And he's only going to bring, 15 kids or 20 kids this year. He said last year it was way too much for him. He's only bringing 9 through 12. And I knew he would get to that on his own. It just took
Yeah.
that big, which was great. It actually worked out really nicely last year.
Right.
It's just a lot for him to have to do all of
Yeah.
that. So,
Does anybody else wants to help volunteer to go soliciting? We don't mind extra help, because
yeah.
anybody that's willing,
Yeah, I have the envelopes and everything made up, so,
right? More hands make light work.
yep. And usually the quilters will donate something and,
Right?
yeah, I think
You
that's,
don't mind doing the basket?
No.
we'll keep
I
doing
will
the
do
same
baskets.
thing. I haven't got any
That's my
complaints about it,
donation.
so you haven't been in a
Don't
while.
fix it.
Maybe you should fly back.
I'll pick you up.
But I think,
Okay, sounds good.
I'm doing the formula grant, which is our money. It's $12. That's been approved by the state. It was the same as last year, so nothing, nothing changes in terms of what we do. And the town, they gave us the money for the floater, so we've had that person here. And really that's
Good.
That's it.
Okay.
Keeping costs down.
I have my paper to fill out for my Cory check. That's what Cory said.
Oh, yeah, that's why I wrote it
Okay.
on there to remind
I have-
myself, and then I
I have-
photocopied it for
I
everyone.
have my paper.
Because you just
So-
did yours. Did you do one yet?
Years ago.
I guess I have to redo you too. I should have put Harriet on here too.
Oh, okay.
Because everyone else has done one, right? At this table?
Yes.
And Nancy just did hers, so I figured you're good for 3 years. So
Good.
I'm not going to make you redo it. But you probably do need to do it before you go.
Okay.
Okay.
You were gonna do it online, I think, and you couldn't get it, right?
Can't do it online. I have to give you the paper.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
Okay, one
Um,
more thing.
okay.
Can we please put the date of the next meeting on the
Yes.
minute?
Oh, yeah, good
It was
idea.
kind
It
of
was so messy.
confusing this
I was
time.
both.
Oh, but next
Yeah.
one is because of,
Veterans Day.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it is gonna be November 18th.
November
Okay.
At
18th,
Yeah.
12:30.
Yeah.
next meeting.
I hate 12:30.
Well, we're not changing the time. We already changed it to 12:30.
Yeah.
And you'll be here for one more?
Yeah,
I
she's not
leave on
leaving
the
till the
20th.
20th.
All
You
right.
Wow.
They might, they're picking my car
One more,
up
and then
either the
Harriet's
18th
gone
or
for
the
6
19th.
months.
Oh.
Then she's gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yep.
We should have something so she could be down in Florida and she could be attending the meeting.
Good, like FaceTime.
Yeah, that's what I see. I don't know what you call it.
She could be a she couldn't participate at all because that would be an attorney general
All right.
violation now that we're being recorded.
Very good.
She's not here.
I tried, Harry.
I know you did. Thank you, Donna.
Hey,
Probably
any-
do it from the beach.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Any other old business? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Unanimous. At
What time?
12:58.